Yo, so guys, welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to non-Americans. What are the weirdest things about the USA? Ask Reddit, and I've never done a reaction like this before. I think there was a suggestion for this, a few that I saw, but again, it was just another pop-up. I was just searching around this kind of topic, and this was what popped up because these sort of reactions seem to go down really well. Like sort of looking at what is it? Weird things or different things about certain countries, and someone from a different country looking at this. But I guess this is from the point of view of someone like me who then goes to the US and finds out and sort of witnesses and sees what's the differences, and it is just kind of, I don't know, just a big difference. I don't really know, but I'm going to get into this. Hopefully you're going to enjoy. Shout out to my Instagram and my Twitter, links in the description for those interested. I'm pretty much back in England when this video goes up. I'm pretty sure I'm on the way back, so yeah, no more Scotland trips, but I'm going to be posting like pictures that I've had and what I got up to when I was in Scotland, and then we'll get back to the normal reactions when I am back. But yeah, part of me is gutted, but at the same time, it's always good to be back home. But it is going to be sad because I've not seen my sister in like 5 years, and now I'm gone. Didn't see my nieces and nephews for so long. Now I'm going to be seeing. Hopefully, I'll be coming back more often. But yeah, saw them for a week, and I wish it was a lot longer. But I mean, what can you do? I think I just rambled a lot there. I don't even think I made sense. But yeah, let's get into this. Also, a quick shout out to my Patreon, links are all there for those who are interested. But let's jump into this one, man.
Non-Americans who have been to the US.
Oh, is it all going to be with this?
What is the weirdest thing?
Oh no. Get ready for the Google Translate voice. Yes, baby. I guess he reads out everything he says, so I don't have to move my camera or anything. Oh, I just skipped.
Thing about America that Americans don't realize is weird. That there are a lot of squirrels. Some of them are terrifyingly bold. Drive through everything. Even liquor stores in some states.
Liquor stores have drive-thrus.
The raptor-sized turkey legs sold at amusement parks, lol. That's funny. I remember the first little turkey I saw was when I was in Canada. Just a little personal turkey in a plastic box. I laughed and laughed. All the commercials for lawyers on the side of the road.
Oh, commercials for lawyers, yeah. I mean, that's not here, but I can definitely imagine that. Because of just, I don't know, shows like Breaking Bad, I can just imagine people like Better Call Saul. It's going to be why they have all these like commercials. Obviously not, but I can just sort of relate to that and then just sort of imagine it.
In hotel rooms.
Hotel rooms?
The last one was only in one hotel room, but most of the time you couldn't go anywhere without seeing any ads for lawyers. And so many pharmaceutical ads.
Not surprised about that, to be fair.
I know the US is a huge area, and of course big cramped cities like NYC are exceptions. But the size of the roads and parking lots just seemed really strange as a Central European. It's because the cities and roads were built with modern vehicles in mind and tend to be relatively new in comparison.
I do like the shaping of US cities, so like it's a lot more wider and a lot more spacious. Again, it's because population density and stuff, but I've definitely noticed that from a lot of videos I've seen in the past. But it's a good thing. I like it. I wish it was the same hit in British cities, but again, I guess they both have their pros and their cons, but definitely more pros in a lot of the US cities for sure.
Brit, having travelled America extensively, I don't know if I find anything about America that weird anymore. Your media and politics are insane, but day-to-day life is just rather normal and toned down. Average American is a lot less loud and annoying than their average politician or TV host. I guess one thing that's odd is that the average American seems a lot more attuned to the outdoors than we are. I've seen Americans sporadically ask their friends if they want to go on a night hike or go hunting. Generally, if you hunt animals in the UK, you're part of the nobility. I miss
That would be cool, they're going out late at night to do certain things. I mean, here it's just going out to get a drink or something like that.
A co-worker of mine visited the US and stayed over my house from the UK. Oh my god, you have a mailbox, just like in the movies. Da fuck. Yeah, we have just a letterbox in England. My girlfriend is Japanese and she was hanging out with me at home. I have a fish tank there and well, one fish wasn't doing so well anymore and he had finally swam to visit Poseidon, so I did what anyone would have done. Scooped him out of the tank, tossed him in the toilet and sent him on a final watery voyage with a few respectful words. The GF looked shocked. She said, "Why did you flush him? That's just what you do. It's a fish." I then showed her a few videos on YouTube showing people
Is that a thing that you you do? Oh, that's fucking hilarious. This can't be real. You just flush your fish down the toilets on the last voyage.
Same thing. She thought it was the strangest thing ever. In fact, when she went back to Japan, she brought it up to her mother, who had a similar shock.
Is this a thing? Flushing a dying fish down the toilet. Wait, I've got to see this, if it works. Flushing your dying fish down the toilet. USA. No, shockingly, you should not flush a dead fish or animal down the toilet. Wait, I'm so confused. Is this an American thing or is this just one person? Because the way it's sort of labelled is as if it's like a normal thing to do.
Bonds. I guess I'm supposed to bury a fish or something. Fish the flushable pet. Spent a year in the US and came back for a few more weeks because I like you guys. I know you don't give a crap when you ask how I am doing, but it's still nice to be asked that sometimes. Oh, we do give a crap. That's why we ask. We just don't want to get into a discussion if the answer is bad. Your lack of inhibition with strangers. I spent a month traveling from east to west and stayed with my best mate in NYC for a few weeks. While there, I decided to top up my red hair dye as it had seriously faded. One disaster later, boring story, and my hair actually came out a luminous pink red instead. I'm talking pretty out there from my usual red, but I thought, frick it, it'll fade soon enough and I'm traveling. Why not just rock it for a bit? What I did not expect was for all the comments on it by complete strangers. I live in Scotland and we're a fairly friendly, cheery, chatty bunch when we want to be, but it's usually during an ongoing exchange, such as when you're being served by someone in a shop or restaurant. After having established base contact, you might then venture out with, "Oh, I love your hair," clothes, bag, whatever. It's pretty rare, though not unheard of, for someone to just pass you on the street and make comments like that. I was blown away by how often it happened over there. I'm a fairly sociable person myself and enjoyed it, but it constantly surprised me. I'd be walking down the street in my own world and I'd hear a "hey" or some hair from someone just passing me. It was great. I would probably regard this as an asset as opposed to weird, but I don't know if you guys realize just how different you are in this respect. I read this in a Scottish accent. I didn't understand a word. I bet you've got some sweet hair though, bro. Commercials for antidepressants and surgeries. Generally advertisements for prescription drugs. Ask your doctor about Tikvidra. We're not going to even tell you what it does. Just trust us. You need it. If your doctor doesn't give it to you, sue him. I remember clearly this one guy playing some shooter game in a Greyhound lobby. He was so into it like nobody was watching. Then this random black guy came to look and shout at the guy words of encouragement. I was also really surprised how American America really is, just like from the movies. You're pretty lucky to have spotted a wandering hype man. They've been known to cause spontaneous dance competitions in the most unlikely of places. I'm from the US, but when speaking to the Spanish exchange students when they came to my high school, told us that the meals tasted sweeter. Corn syrup.
Yeah, that's
Smiling
for
at
sure.
strangers. I'm
Wait, what?
American, but after smiling at strangers. I'm American, but after living abroad and speaking to people from many different countries, I realized that the small talk, overly nice attitude towards strangers Americans have is considered odd and often fake to non-Americans. Most likely because in other countries, the way it works is that someone is distant at first meeting but gradually becomes your friend over time. In
That's
America, strangers will act like you are great friends, but in reality they don't think you guys are friends. They are just being nice. And this is something Americans are used to and accept as normal. No one thinks the guy behind them in line who strikes up a conversation wants to be your BFF. But I think this confuses people not used to that kind of culture. Thus the most common American stereotype I heard, even more than that we're fat and loud, is that we're fake. I think my cousin from Europe lost it when she saw wacky inflatable tube man for the first time in America. Flags. Flags. I know
Wacky
a
inflatable shoe man. Is that one of those wind things that blow in the wind to see what direction it's
from
going?
Germany and he was in awe at how long our lines are at the
I think-
supermarket. He said in Germany everyone bags their own stuff and the cashier just scans it
Oh.
and slides it. The lines move really fast. Ah yes, I work at an Aldi, which is a
Bro, I remember hearing about this one as well.
grocery chain. We do it that way, and now that I'm used to it I can't stand waiting in line at Cub or Target. The gaps between the doors in public restrooms. You could look someone in the eye through those a bit too comfortably. Also, I only noticed this in Florida and not when I was in NYC. Mattress shops. And so many adverts for mattress shops. I feel like they're not something that people buy regularly. If anyone can give me an answer to this, it will make my day. For your information, I'm from the UK. One thing is food delivery. Since one of the American stereotypes is that everyone is fat and lazy, this one was actually a big surprise. Where I'm from, every single place delivers. I'm combining the experiences into adjacent countries, so they are very similar. Even McDonald's and Burger King, and even every 5-star, exclusive restaurant in one. Literally 95% of places deliver. In the other country, most do, but for even those that don't, we have a service that basically acts as a middleman. They compile the menus of every single restaurant in the country, or at least within a large area, into one large menu book. Anything you want. Even if you want 5 things from 5 different restaurants, you call them and order it. They charge a small added fee. I don't remember what it is, maybe 16%, but in these countries everything is so much cheaper than in the US, so it's not really a lot more. So anyway, when I moved to the US, I was pretty dang surprised that so few places deliver, but mostly just crappy Chinese food or pizza.
Oh, so is delivery not as prominent in the US? I thought it would have all like sort of came from the US, the idea of like delivering certain things. I don't know. I guess maybe he's just speaking from his own perspective. Maybe other places are different, but
Sushi, a few extra random places. That's basically it. God help this country if McDonald's ever delivers.
wait, do you not get McDonald's and delivery in the US? Wait, what? What the fuck? Wait, when was this video made? 2 years ago, right? McDonald's delivery in the USA. Wait, does McDonald's deliver in the USA? DoorDash is a technology company that connects customers from their favorite local business. Oh, so you can. Okay, you can. That's sort of the similar. I guess DoorDash is similar to Uber Eats. Oh, thumbnail. Is similar to Uber Eats, or like what is it? Just Eat, or what's the other one called? Deliveroo in the UK.
And when you get to the till that is, price tag says $5. You take a $5 bill out of your wallet, then bam, you're asked to pay $5.86 or whatever. Met some Swiss guys at a house party after a mutual friend's wedding. They couldn't believe that we were all actually drinking out of red Solo cups. It blew their minds. They kept on taking pictures and saying it's just like the movies. That's actually kinda cute. I remember in high school some Japanese students came for like a week and they took a picture with just about every blonde girl in the school. And they thought every blonde was a cheerleader because of movies. They were so excited. Probably not the weirdest, but I recently realized Americans have to register to vote. In here it's just, you're 18, you can vote. In many states, registering to vote means checking a box when you renew your driver's license or filling out a form at City Hall or on the internet. Your booze, alcohol and gas are really cheap. Also, you sell alcohol in gas stations? Very dependent upon where you live. It can vary wildly from county to county. Even where I live, you can buy beer only in grocery stores, not gas stations. But you can only buy hard liquor in specialized stores.
Isn't it crazy how you can buy it in gas stations? Because you can do it here as well. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, responsible people, right? Most people won't drink and drive, but it's just a bit weird how at gas stations you can.
County over, you can
It's a
only buy
recipe
beer
for
in gas
disaster.
stations, not the grocery stores. And you can only buy hard liquor from the county-owned liquor store. Asking strangers how are you without expecting an actual answer. It always felt so weird to answer with a how are you myself. And the huge bottles of pills. I bought 1,000 aspirin for like $6 and could barely believe it. My now retired parents take golf holidays in the US from time to time. Things they noticed as different and or odd. 1. Many areas have no sidewalks. 2. The size of food servings in restaurants is 100% bigger than in Europe. 3. Outside of city centers, you almost never see public buses or people on bikes. 4. Houses in new, a bit upscale developments are huge compared to Europe. Who'd want to live in an 8-bedroom, 4-bathroom house, 2 people and 2 kids, my mother said. Just think of the cleaning. 5. So weird being in a supermarket not knowing how much things actually cost. Tax, VAT is added at the counter, often at very different numbers for different items. 6. Americans are extremely friendly, almost to an uncomfortable degree for some. When my parents got slightly lost and had to ask for directions, after 5 minutes, 20 people with huge smiles were surrounding them, trying their utmost to help, several offering rides back to their hotel. How your toilets are full right up with water.
I mean, it's probably just interesting to sort of see how it differs from where you're from, but again, being openly friendly isn't bad. I mean, I don't think it's even trying to be seen as a bad thing. The weirdest thing is about the USA, though. I mean, I wouldn't say it's weird. It's definitely, I mean, there's probably scenarios where it is a bit weird, but in overall, like, they're trying to help and stuff. It's just good. I mean, the more people that want to help you, the better, I think. But again, at the same time, maybe you just want 1 or 2, I don't know.
I'm supposed to pee quietly. In public places, urinals are a thing. In private places, the side of the bowl, my friend.
Yep, side of the bowl.
Canadian
sure.
who lived in the US for a couple years. I may be way off, and please educate me if I am. I always thought states were like provinces in other countries, but it seems more like each state is closer to being its own country and counties are more closely compared to provinces.
That's what confused
me as well. The amount of power each state has within itself is quite a bit, and the federal government is something unlike any other. When I saw this, the name of your country, the United States of America, became more of a description than a country itself. Of course, I know that in reality the US is a country and the states are not, but the amount of diversity and autonomy between each state is nothing like I imagined anywhere else I've seen.
I remember when I first got into these reactions, that's exactly what I thought as well. It was crazy, like, how powerful and, like, again, diverse a lot of these states were. It really surprised me.
To be fair, almost nothing in the US is grape flavored. It's purple flavored.
I've seen that comment so many times.
Limit, constantly. Not so much weird, but I was actually really surprised at how big of a subject food is in your general conversations. Maybe it was just the people I met, but seriously, every time someone mentions they're going to a specific town, oh you gotta try that pizza place there. People talking about new burger joints that opened or how they're going to this restaurant that serves pancakes with bananas or whatever. The image about Americans and food in France is that you guys don't really care. You always eat at fast food restaurants or just microwave everything because you don't care. Quantity over quality. But that is so untrue. Oh god, how much you care about food. We definitely have differing standards of quality in food and drinks compared to you guys. But damn it if you guys aren't passionate about it. You have been visited by the beautiful Squidward. Comment beautiful as Squidward so that your beauty excels that of others. If you are new to the channel.
This is the weirdest video I've seen with like the Google Translate voice in the background. There's a lot of squirrels. Wait till you see the college campus squirrels. Is that like known to be loads of squirrels in college campuses or something? Most people don't realise that each state has its own military. Wait, really? I didn't know that either. Even Americans don't know why there are so many damn mattress shops. Is Mattress Man American? Is Mattress Man even a thing? I feel like I've heard of a thing called Mattress Man. And it sounds really American, but I don't actually know if it is. Gas is really cheap. California, I'm about to end this man's whole career. In Ireland, red soda cups are called American cups. God help this country if McDonald's delivers. I'm guessing it now does deliver because of the DoorDash thing, but I guess it's just in certain spots, right? I lost it at Fish, the flushable bit. Oh no, they're finding out that we're more nice than we say we are. I lived in America and holy heck, I really thought it was all normal. Oddly delighted that someone realises how powerful states are. I've heard too many complaints about Americans telling people what state they're from. The reason restaurant serving sizes are largely is because we love having leftovers. I assume people just end up taking like leftovers home as well, right? When I moved to America from Canada, all our neighbours made us meals and baked us pies. No one does that for their new neighbours here, so we're pretty shocked. Yeah, that would not happen here either. If I moved to a new place now, nothing would happen. Nothing at all. It would be like nothing's changed. I guess in the US it's a bigger, I don't know, deal. Especially if someone from another country comes there. I don't know. Maybe it's just part of the excitement of new people being able to meet, etc. But it's definitely a cool thing. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. Don't know how this went down, but it's definitely something different to the Reddit reaction. But I enjoyed it, and maybe I'll do more in future. But yeah, until next time, like, subscribe. Peace.